Hello everyone. So in this video I would be now discussing about the problems based on calculation of hardness of water sample. In one of my previous videos I explained that how the hardness is converted into its calcium carbonate equivalent. Then in the next video, I told you that how to convert those units of hardness into one another. And now today would be the final video, which is like the difficulty level is increased of the numerical. Now you have to incorporate these two fundas in order to calculate the final hardness of the water sample. So let us go ahead with the numerical portion. Let's say the sample is this, wherein these many salts are present. Your aim is to find out temporary and permanent hardness for this water sample. So how are you going to proceed? I guess if you remember from my previous videos, that first we have to make this kind of table, wherein in the very first column you have to write all the substances which are present in the water sample. So just like here, you can see that you have calcium and magnesium bicarbonate, calcium chloride, calcium sulfate, magnesium sulfate. So obviously these many substances you have to write in the next table. So here you have written all of them. Now let's see the values which are present in the sample. And now if you see, that is what 40.5, 36.5, etc. I have written here. So your aim is just to first write the question in the form of this table. Then you have to write a multiplication factor column. In this also what we have to write is the ratio of molecular weights of calcium carbonate and the substance. The reason behind this I have already explained in my previous videos of calcium carbonate equivalent conversion, right? So you can watch that if you don't remember. So now if you multiply these two things, you are going to convert it into the respective calcium carbonate equivalent. What does that mean? That means 40.5 milligram per liter of calcium bicarbonate is going to consume the same amount of soap as that of 25 milligram per liter of calcium carbonate. So what we have done is we have converted it into its respective equivalent of calcium carbonate. So likewise magnesium bicarbonate 36.5 is also converted into calcium carbonate equivalent. Now if you go ahead with this type of calculation, at the end your aim is to find out temporary and permanent hardness. So for that, first you have to identify which salt is responsible for which type of hardness. I hope you remember that bicarbonates and carbonates are responsible for temporary hardness. Rest all render permanent hardness to the water. So these three salts would render permanent hardness and these two salts would render temporary hardness. So you have to write hardness due to this and this, and then you can substitute the values of calcium carbonate equivalent and you get the final answer. Go ahead with the permanent hardness also. Since these three salts are present, substitute their value and then you can write the final answer, which is nothing but temporary and permanent hardness of the sample is this. Now I would like your attention to be drawn to this particular section of the question. They asked that you have to find out the hardness present in 10,000 liters of water. Now what you have done here is the calculation of only per liter of water. So my question is, are you going to converted it for 10,000 liters of water? Like for 1 liter this much hardness, so 10,000 liter how much hardness? Are you going to multiply this with 10,000 in order to get the final hardness, or it does not have any impact on the hardness? So just revising the fact that hardness is not proportional to the volume of water. Obviously if you have a jug of water which contains 10 liter of water, and if it is 100 ppm hard, and now if you take one glass from this jug, that would also be 100 ppm hard. If you take 1 liter or 2 liter or 3 liter, whatever amount you take from this water sample, the hardness remains same. So even if here the volume of the water is 10,000 liter, the hardness is not proportional to the volume. It is going to be 139.5 ppm only. It is not like in 1 liter it is 139.5, while for 10,000 liter you can multiply it. And if it is that, so imagine what would be the hardness of sea or ocean, right? So just make sure that if in the question anything something like this is written, you simply have to ignore, you have to do your same calculations. Now coming to the second question, wherein I have, like, if you want, if I ask you to convert it into the hardness of like other units in the same question, if I ask you to do that, if I add on 1 point to this question, so what are you going to do? You are going to use the same feature which I have covered in my previous video also, that how to convert one unit into another. So I have got the answer in ppm, I have to convert it into degree French. So obviously whatever hardness you have, you multiply it with the factor and you convert it into degree French. Similarly, 1 ppm is 10 to the power 6 parts of water. One part of hardness dissolved in 10 to the power 6 parts, while degree Clark was one part dissolved in 70,000 parts of water. So obviously you have to multiply this with 0.07 in order to convert it into 70,000. So the factor here is 0.07 and you convert it into degree Clark. I hope you remember that 1 ppm is equal to 1 milligram per liter. So that is how the answer is. So in the same question, if I increase the level of the question and I ask you to report the result in other units also, then you have to do this way, simple conversions of unit. Now coming to the next question, wherein this is the question, right? So you just have to solve it in this manner. The sample are here written. What you have to do is to make a table, right? And then write their values and do the calculation. Now here if you see, there is one more salt which is written, which is NaCl, and the amount is mentioned here. Now once you start calculating temporary and permanent hardness, I said that you have to first identify which salt is responsible for which type of hardness. Now when I come to NaCl, do you think it render hardness? No, because hardness is a soap consuming capacity. It is the property due to which water does not give leather with the soap due to the presence of dissolved calcium and magnesium ions. Now NaCl is neither calcium nor magnesium, so it does not render hardness to the water. So what you have to do is to simply ignore the fact that the water do contain NaCl, and you are not supposed to calculate it in either temporary or permanent hardness calculation. So make sure whatever substance is written here, SiO2, etc., etc. The water sample may contain these impurities, that's not a problem. But the thing is, you're not supposed to count them because they don't render hardness to the water. Only focus on calcium and magnesium ions. So that is what the thing is. Now let us go ahead with the calculations. I hope you now can easily do this. Now what I want to do is, let us like write the answer here. Okay, let us increase the level here only. Let's say this ion is not present. In fact, this ion is present in the sample. Now with the same funda, can you tell me, are you going to include it in temporary or permanent hardness first of all? Yes, it is a hardness, because calcium ion and magnesium ion in any form, if they are present in the water, they are going to consume the soap. So that is for sure that you don't have to neglect it, right? So obviously the multiplication factor you have to write. I hope you understand it is 40. And now if you multiply, you can get the calcium carbonate equivalent here. Now tell me, what are you going to do? Which hardness it is going to give to the water, temporary or permanent? So you have to calculate it in the permanent. You have to add it here only in order to get the permanent hardness, and you have to calculate accordingly. Can you tell me why? Just think a little bit that why ions are responsible for permanent hardness. Because if you remember, in the temporary hardness, I told you that whenever you boil the water, they get converted to their respective stable form, which is a precipitate. This gets converted to its precipitate like this, right? So they have a tendency to convert to their precipitate of the stable form. That means they are quite unstable, and when they are unstable, they are not going to give you the ionic form. The ionic form can only be get from these kind of ions which are very strong and stable, like sulfate, chloride, etc. When they get removed, calcium can easily remain as such as Ca2 plus present in the water, right? So whenever Ca2 plus is there in the analysis of water, just make sure that it has come due to some presence of permanent hardness, and you have to calculate it in the permanent hardness. And obviously here in the multiplication factor, I cannot write 111 or 136 or so, because I don't know which anion is present along with the cation, but I'm sure that the cation is present, and as per the reaction with soap, water is going to convert it into scum. So for that you only take 40, for that which you're very sure. So meanwhile you calculate and change the answer accordingly. Now let's see, if I add on one more like substance like NaCl is not present, that you know that you don't have to cover. Now let's say magnesium 2 plus is present. Are you going to calculate here using its weight or not? Right, we are going to calculate, and that too in permanent. The same thing applies to magnesium 2 plus also, the way we calculated it for the calcium 2 plus. So this is what one thing which you have to remember. Now let us increase the level of numerical one more time. Now this is the question which is given to you, and now what they said is that the amount present is in degree Clark, but you have to report the result in all units, right? So you have to report the result in all unit, but initially what they have given is in the degree French. So again we are going to do the same process, right? You just have to write the table, just write the salts, just write the values, and go for the conversion and find out the calcium carbonate equivalent, right? The tip here is don't convert anything here, right? When you're using milligram per liter or ppm here, then you have done in the same manner. The same manner you have to follow, either it is degree French or degree Clark. You don't have to convert it here only in milligram per liter or ppm. Okay, this is going to increase the calculation. So what are you going to do is the similar manner, the way you do it, forget about the unit as of now, right? And once you are done with it, obviously you are going to get the result in degree French. Once you have calculated the final result, then you convert it into the final one, you convert it to degree Clark, ppm and milligram per liter, the way I showed you in the previous numerical. So just make sure that you are not going to convert anything here. Just make the table properly, just do the calculations, and whatever conversion is required, that is to be done at the end of the numerical. That's it. Okay, so this is also one of the trick which you need to follow. So what we have done up till now is we have actually increased the volume. I said that it is for 20,000 liter, calculate. So you got to know that you don't have to take into consideration, because hardness is not proportional to the volume of the water. Then I told you to convert it into different units. So I think that also you know how to convert it in different units. Then I said that it could be any other ion like SiO2, NaCl, KCl, etc. So you came to know that you have to ignore them. You don't have to calculate them. Then I said that it could be ions also like calcium, magnesium present in the water. Then you have to convert them into their respective CaCO3 equivalent. You cannot ignore them. If they are present in the water, you have to calculate as the permanent hardness. So that is how you are going to calculate. Now if I increase the level of the question by increasing one more aspect in the question, what are you going to do? So just say, like, if I want to calculate for the same said table, said sample, if I said that you have to calculate it for the month of December 2020, if the water is to be supplied to a village of 100 persons and the daily consumption per head is 100 liter, what they want to tell is you have to calculate the water, the hardness of the water sample which is going to be supplied to the village of 100 person. Daily consumption per head is 100 liter, and you have to calculate the hardness for the entire month of December. So what are you going to do? Are you going to like calculate that one person consumes 100 liter, so 100% consumes this much liter per day, and now this is per day consumption, and for the calculation of December I have to multiply it with the number of days to get the total volume of water. Even if you get the total volume of water, make sure that it is volume of water. And as I said, you don't have to consider, because hardness is not proportional to this volume of water. So I think you got my point, that whatever extra is mentioned in the question, you just have to look at it and you just have to see whether it is affecting the hardness or not. So if other ions are present, then also you have to focus. The idea being calcium and magnesium ions dissolved in the water, and the hard water is to be treated with soap. What is the reaction? That is what your concern is. If this reaction is affecting, then only you have to consider that particular portion of the question, else you may simply ignore that. So I hope with that I was able to solve all your queries related to hardness of water. If you do feel still you have any problem, do write in the comment section. I'll come up with another video. But I just recommend that you watch all of the three videos, wherein step by step I have told you how to convert calcium carbonate equivalent, then the units, and then this final one. Next, I would be coming up with different videos based on the water softening method, like ion exchange and lime soda. I hope you like the content, and do subscribe the channel. Thank you so much.